Sebastian Vettel wins in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, Sebastian, good job. I need to wait until everybody crosses the line. I need to wait, but it's looking good. You just wait, sunshine. You just wait. Hamilton, P2. Button, P3. There's another 2 cars going round in 15 and 16. You wait. We just need the 2 cars, mate. Just those 2 cars. I think you'll like it. Rosberg, P4. Kubica. Kubica, P5. Du bist Weltmeister!
Thank you, boy. Unbelievable. Thank you, I love you.
Sebastian Vettel, you are the world champion! The world champion, well done, enjoy it! You are the man!
Yes! Ring, ding, 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 ding.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Shinpad podcast. We are doing this episode in English because we got another friend joining us. Not only because of that, but also we thought this topic would have a wide audience to reach out to. So yeah, welcome back to our podcast. I'm Vignesh and I'm joined by my 2 good friends, as usual, Bala, and there is another special, can't say F1 expert, but can't say special F1 expert, but who loves watching F1. Hey, Debasish, welcome to our Shinpad podcast. For the warm welcome.
To the new entry.
Yeah, still you're having that corporate mentality. I think you can speak louder also. Yeah, Bala. So
Yeah.
So in this episode, we're going to talk about the one and only Sebastian Vettel, and he has announced his retirement. I mean, most of us kind of sort of expected him to like call it a day, but it still left a bit of a sad feeling, like a bit of a disappointment.
And surprisingly, like is only, and that was his first Instagram post, right? If I'm not wrong.
He opened an Instagram account just to specifically say it.
Yeah, he had already given hints, right? Previous season also, I think he had given a hint that he'll be leaving F1, but we never thought so soon.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also what a beautiful articulated video that was, right? I mean, it almost felt like that it was a beautiful script. It made us believe.
It has the emotions also, dude. Like, I mean, you could relate to his the way he highlighted, right? I want to be,
there's that one sentence still. It's pretty amazing. I think he said that the marks I left on track will stay until time and rain will wash them away.
That gave goosebumps, dude. Seriously.
Beautiful lines. I don't know who has written, but yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and Vettel. I mean, he is one driver, like along with obviously Lewis Hamilton. He is one driver who, like, most of us from our generation have seen him evolving from a boy to a man, like properly. And I mean, Hamilton got matured a bit quickly, I guess. But Vettel, you could see from a brash 18, 19-year-old boy to a very mature 35-year-old man. Like, we have seen the complete character arc.
Yeah. Also, like when he began, like nobody touted him as the next big thing from Germany, coming from Schumacher's country. It's only when he started, people were like, "Oh, okay, is he the next Schumacher?"
Yeah, it seems. Yeah, he wanted to be like one of the Michaels. It seems. So in singing, he had interest in singing, and he wanted to be like, Michael Jackson. Then he was a big fan of Schumacher. So yeah, but the other fields he couldn't explore. So he was good at racing, so that's where he was.
Yeah, and one of the rare drivers on the paddock, like who hasn't had any proper huge family backing or something like that. Like maybe very few of them are left like that. Like Hamilton, Vettel, and one or two others, and that era is kind of coming down. Like now it has become this sport for the wealthy. Like
nepotism.
In a way, yes, but it's become harder to break into.
Correct.
The
It's
top
almost
tier.
like it's looking like tennis of the 1800s, like the rich man sports, right?
Yeah, kind of like that. Or you have to be a part of this famed
The family,
Red Bull
the fraternity.
Academy. Yeah, or the Red Bull Academy or something like that. That's probably the only other way, You have to either be in one of those academies, and even then the chances are very limited, to cut through and come up. So, Vettel is one of those
So
rare.
for some of them, it has been very easy also, dude. Like this Troll, right? Lawrence Troll.
Bro.
That guy, yeah, with his money power, he gets everything, right? He bought a new, he bought an Aston Martin and he bought his son to this.
You mean to say he bought his son or he brought his son? Sorry.
Sorry, he brought his
I
son.
was like, we bought his son. Oh, okay.
Actually, it makes sense both ways. So
Yeah, he's paying him also. So
yeah.
Clever, huh? First podcast itself making puns. Okay, not bad. Yeah,
But,
talking about Vettel's starting career, he started as a test driver for BMW Sauber, 2007 or 6, I think 2006, I guess.
Yeah. He started off in 2006. Yeah, way back. And I mean, back then, we used to have this segment in Sports Center, ESPN Sports Center for F1. And I remember someone talking about this young guy who was coming from Germany, and he's the youngest driver to participate in a Grand Prix. That was his initial tag. It was a bit of it created a bit of curiosity, excitement among people to see what this guy actually has to get a seat at 19. So that was there for him. And
I think he began his I still remember one of the episodes from Sports Center talking about a 3-year-old who started go-karting. I guess when he was 3 or 5, I'm not sure, but I still remember 3 years, right?
Yeah, 3, and I think during 1995 is where he started racing as in go-kart basically.
Okay, yeah.
Even he won some karting cup, some Monaco karting kart cup, I think.
Pretty impressive. 1995, we were still born. I think started his first race was in USA, right? Or I think US Grand Prix, right? With
US. It was.
I guess so. Yeah. Because I guess he was the replacement for Robert Kubica, if I'm not wrong.
Robert Kubica, because that guy, experienced a fatal crash, no?
Yeah. That Canadian Grand Prix, yeah.
Okay. Yes. His crash. It was a horrible crash, dude. So I think he was not able to, come back soon. So this guy had to replace somehow.
Yeah, and he finished in points. Yeah.
Yeah, he got his point. I think he scored 1 point, but still that's a big
thing
for
then
someone.
The point system was really different. So
Yeah.
So he, 8th was the last place to get a point, I guess. So he kind of got a point, and it was that was a season when actually Hamilton, Kimi, and Alonso were going tooth and nail. That McLaren season for Alonso and Hamilton, where they were started off as really thick friends and ended up being bitter enemies. So
Yeah. And also he clocked the fastest lap, in this practice itself.
Oh yeah.
So that's what which gained the attention, right, of the crowd.
Yeah, everyone.
That's where it started, fastest lap in a practice in his first race, first Grand Prix. So that was impressive.
But it started off there, and then I guess he moved on to Toro Rosso because he was contracted to Red Bull and their academy. So they kind of asked him to come back, and he joined Toro Rosso. And from then it was a very unique journey again. I guess it was Japan 2008, if I'm not wrong, when he finished in when he was almost about to finish in the podium places, but he crashed, I guess. So that was kind of his visiting card back then. Japan and Monza, he finished eventually. He finished successfully, but both were rain-affected races, and both showed Vettel's capacity in such treacherous conditions.
Yeah, I think that Japan race is when, like you were talking about yesterday, some penalty they had to check on a
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
recorded by a
Yeah.
spectator.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Things in F1. Yeah.
But wet races, right? They actually, determine your potential, right? Even
Uh,
if you see later in the stage, like now, even Verstappen, he was very good in the wet race in initial days, if you see.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
so that's what grabbed the attention of these guys,
Mm,
uh, the crowd basically.
mm.
So,
Yeah, and in I think on the Monza circuit is when Vettel became the youngest ever driver around age 21 to win a Formula One Grand Prix, right? So I think that was the only win, right, for Toro Rosso, if I'm not wrong.
but after that, Gasly won again in Monza, like 2020 or 2021. Yeah, 2020 in Monza. So
2020 he
that,
won in Monza, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Gasly in Toro Rosso, yes. After
yeah.
that, they became Alpha Tauri, right? Yeah,
Yeah, they changed the name to AlphaTauri, but yeah, he won it for them. So that
yeah.
that was the second win, I guess, for them after Vettel.
Mm. And then Baby Shumi, the what to say, the big era for can say one of the biggest thing that happened in F1 is when Vettel winning 4 championship in a row. My God, I think nobody expected that to happen, but Baby Shumi did it. That was a pretty. No, we have a lot of things to talk about, and one like yeah, we will go down the line. But one thing that stood out is when he won 9 races in a row. That's a big record. I don't think anyone is going to break that anytime soon. I think it
Yeah,
was in 2013. Unbelievable, 9 races in a row. Just imagine that.
uh, that was quite crazy. I mean, I remember that was when people started booing him non-stop. Like everywhere he went, people were booing him, like for no reason, literally. And yeah, we'll touch on that, like people hating Vettel in his early stage a bit later, but it was a very unique scenario. Like ESPN ran a separate show for it. Like they were talking about why he's the most hated sports personality and everything. It was like crazy.
Yeah, I think it usually happens with
Yeah,
someone.
there is always a hate at one point, right? Even
Yeah,
Hamilton has faced that a lot.
yeah,
Still
During the
facing.
post-race interviews, right? You have seen the crowd booing like anything, like post this Verstappen Hamilton clash, right?
Hmm.
So during that time, if you
yeah,
see
bro.
crowd
Yeah,
booing very badly.
I don't know.
So
Maybe it's something some of human nature when somebody starts doing something good, excelling at something, and maybe they get some confidence, which might seem to be coming off arrogant. Maybe that could be one of you see in almost every
yeah,
sport,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yes, yes, that happens in every sport, though.
yeah,
Yes.
and he was on his way to win a quadruple championship. That was like only Schumacher had done that till then. Like so, yeah, everyone was kind of like they were pissed off for that as well. But yeah, so now just rewinding it back a little bit, he was like great for Toro Rosso, and he was very good, like consistently doing a lot of good things there, and yeah, eventually he won this some award as well, like Rookie of the Year or something, and yeah, then Red Bull saw it. Christian Horner saw the potential in him, and they just promoted him. Like just 1 year, he was just 20 and 20 or barely 21, and yeah, he was a Red Bull senior driver. Yeah, and 2009 was a very unique season. Braun, owned by Ross Braun, which was eventually bought out by Mercedes the next year. They basically ran away with the championship in the first half of the season. Like they won pretty much every race with Jenson Button. It was like crazy.
yeah, but there he finished second, right? Which
Yeah,
was an impressive start, right? For a guy getting into a senior team and then performing this in his first season
first
as
season.
in Red Bull, right? So that was very
Yeah,
impressive there.
it was something
That's what I
else.
think gained confidence of Horner. So Horner is also aggressive. So he wants people who is aggressive and they give results, right? He wants quick results.
Yeah, that's true. Horner, he's like this hunting wolf kind of
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
Horner.
He's very aggressive in these races and stuff. If you see, so he's like that even now. But yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that dickish nature of his like comes out naturally, but he has mellowed down quite a bit compared to what he was like 10, 11 years ago. He has mellowed down a bit. But yeah, it was crazy because Horner, he was bullish, and then you get a very young Vettel who had nothing to lose, and he wanted to like show off. So it was crazy those years. His battles with Alonso.
That if you see Red Bull, right? So they don't have any background as any, into racing, basically, if you see. So this Ferraris and the Mercedes, they have this background, they have the knowledge, they have the tech, right? They have everything in place. So if you see Red Bull, it's an energy drink after all, right? So they are into many other things. Yeah, that's secondary. But being a Red Bull, being an energy drink company, getting into a sport car like motor racing and then doing such results would get anyone crazy. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So and they found the right partners along the way. Renault, and then they had Honda for a couple of years, and now they're going to join hands with Porsche, I guess. I don't know. So it's like they keep getting these partners very right consistently, and that has helped them massively.
Yes, right.
And yeah,
even Honda wanted to come back. That's what I heard. I mean, they wanted to get back into this, but I don't know what. They wouldn't bring them back, I feel, because they are looking for new opportunities. But still, so I think they are doing even good with their the engines which are there currently. So
yeah, exactly. And 2010, if you remember, he won the Grand Prix in the last race. I mean, he had quite a point gap actually to both Alonso and what is his name, Mark Webber, his teammate. But he finished first, and somehow stars aligned for him, and Alonso, I guess, finished like 7th or 8th, something like that. Yeah. So it was crazy, and he went bonkers. I still remember the radio message from his first Formula One win. I mean, he was shouting, I love you to everyone, like to his engineer, to Christian Horner. Horner was crying on the radio. It was pandemonium.
Yeah, I talking about Vettel shouting on radio. Remember him shouting at our very own Narayan Karthikeyan. I think he called him a cucumber or something, if you remember. After
crashing one of the races. Yeah.
Guy literally crashed with him, and Vettel called him an idiot cucumber or something. It was crazy. Yeah. And then after that, again, he started the win 2011 with another couple of wins, right? In Australia and Malaysia. And I think people were touting him to win again.
And
exactly. That is when the Indian Grand Prix also started, if I'm not wrong.
Oh yeah, the Noida,
everyone. Yeah. When I could hardly I could only see the mist on my ESPN or Star Sports. I don't know why, but yeah, so that's a bad joke, but still you understand what I mean.
Yeah, and even after 2010, I guess we talked about winning 9 races in a row. He did something similar in 2011. I guess he finished in the top 2 for 9 races in a row or something like that. So. It's and in 2011, that was a dream driver lineup, right? We had Hamilton and Jenson Button driving for McLaren, Vettel and Webber, and then we had Alonso, and we had Michael Schumacher. I guess he came back for that season or next season, I'm not sure. Yeah, but we also had Kimi driving for Lotus. Everyone, it was a wonderful driver lineup for that season.
Yeah, you are right. Actually, I just checked in. I think he in that tier he had almost 15 poles and 17 podium finishes. That is pretty amazing. 17 podium finishes out of 19 races. Just imagine.
My God, yeah. No wonder people started hating him towards that. It's the same as
frustration, right? He's taking away all the points, and it gets frustrating. The one guy only winning all the races, taking away all the podiums, right?
Yeah. That was
how even the poles, right?
Even the poles. How Debasish bro said, compared him with Hamilton during his peak, during those 6-7 years. It was very similar. People really wanted a change because nothing was changing. It was Vettel in one of the top 3 positions, and Vettel setting a pole position every single race pretty much. So yeah, like
There was no one to break the chain, right? So people get frustrated at one time, like the people supporting the other teams, right? They lose interest as well. Okay, like why do I watch? Okay, we know the results. So he was that consistent at one point.
Yeah.
So it was Vettel everywhere, right?
Yeah, and I mean, on the same lines, like when I guess Karthikeyan said something, he retorted saying like Vettel was a crybaby or something.
He shouted
like, and then people started calling him crybaby, and I remember the Hindu writing an article. Like another Vettel win, like something like that. Even the headlines became so monotonous they couldn't
Yeah, it almost became like when you take most of the sports, the brand also grows or it becomes synonymous with the driver, right? Like how Sachin was for MRF, or you take Federer for Wilson, or you take any other sport, right? The brand became almost synonymous with the guy. So like Vettel was that for almost the front face for Red Bull at that time, and that's when we will go to 2012 and 2012. I think it's when I think that year also it went down to the wire till the end of
last
race.
Brazil Grand Prix.
That was the highlight, right?
Bro.
He spun at the start, okay, and he went back to 24. Okay.
He had a crash or something, right? Or
he spun. He spun.
Okay.
So, and it was a wet race again. If you see the way he drove, right, he was even before changing to inters, right, he was still doing well. If you see, many of the other drivers changed into inters. But Red Bull waited for the perfect time, and then he did a good job. He finished 4th, I guess, right? In that.
The 6th, I guess. He gained a lot of track position and pitted late, and then he finished 6th.
Yeah, right? I think like almost end difference. He had 3 points, just 3 points with Alonso. I think before that, was there any crash that helped him? No, I don't remember. But yeah, I think he finished 3 points before Alonso, and even the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix was also highlighted in 2012, because if you remember, Vettel, he started from the pit lane.
Yeah. He had some issue or penalty.
His nose I think something happened. He crashed and his nose went off, and he had to put a new nose, and he had to start the race. And that was also crucial. I don't know what is with this all Abu Dhabi and Brazil races in F1. Why do they carry so many?
They are the last 2 races in general. So whenever these title races go to the wire, even the season when Rosberg won, it came right down to the wire till Abu Dhabi, and last season we don't want to talk about it, but we all know what happened. So and 2013, it was very it was probably the most monotonous, the
clean
most
sweep, right? The clean
dominant
sweep.
I mean, Hamilton did dominate in 2020 like that, but it felt like a very shortened season. 2020, 2013, you could feel the full effect. Like he was just bulldozing through everything and everyone. So
that the starting of the 9 races in a row. Just take this into your head for a second. He was already 38 or 40 points ahead of Raikkonen coming into Belgium, and he wins 9 races in a row. Just imagine that how that was. I think that's where one famous wins happened. If I remember, the Monza win, the Singapore win also, where Vettel literally did only one session for the pole positions, and others were like just grinding it out, going twice or thrice. Vettel just did once, and he was just chilling and relaxing, from the lanes, and that was pretty
something
good.
Else. I guess he did a Grand Slam in Korea or somewhere, if I'm not wrong.
Korea. Even that was the last ever Korean Grand Prix. And like people were competing, Raikkonen, Grosjean, they were all competing with him. And again, he won it in India, if you remember, 2013. But he wrapped up the race there, but he didn't stop there. That's the most interesting part.
He didn't stop. He did a 360 and then he bowed down. That was great, no?
Bro.
He did that 360 for so long, and then that was crazy.
And if imagine like if this happened to me or Debasish, what we will do is we'll just relax, we'll take a vacation, go out somewhere, or come back thinking about our vacation. We'll do our work slowly.
Yeah.
But the guy, after with the win in India, goes to Abu Dhabi. Okay, he finishes 30 seconds ahead of I think, if I'm not wrong, Mark Webber. 30 seconds, just imagine,
his
on a
teammate,
race.
yeah.
30 seconds, okay, after winning the race. So just shows you what he is. And then he breaks the record in US and finishes off.
And he had like a lot of Mark Webber and Vettel had. Like,
I was going to say that. Too much tension, right? They had
animosity almost.
It was always there because that guy was a senior driver there, and then this guy comes in, gets the points, proves himself. So that tension will be there. Yeah.
And the team
Red Bull is known for that.
Yeah, they are known for that.
Even with Ricardo, the same thing happened, right, later on.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Max came in and then they suddenly sidelined Ricardo and protected Max and pushed him forward. So yeah, they are very clear with their number one and number two. Unlike say Mercedes, where it is not that clear. They treat the drivers very equally in general. Like obviously towards the latter stages, Bottas had a very defined role as the number two, but in general, that is very predefined.
I think Bottas was the best one they had, who obeyed their orders. Very well.
Who obeyed their orders.
It's true. Actually, both Vettel and Webber, they've actually disobeyed a lot of team orders. Like they wouldn't listen, and both of them would be, especially Vettel. Vettel pretty much didn't obey any of the team orders during that time. So Webber would shout on the team radio, "Yeah, I know it's going to be the usual. You're going to protect him. Nothing's going to change." He would just lament every race. So.
I think that was
Perez is playing that role now.
Yeah.
The role of Bottas, somewhat you can relate. He's also obeying the team orders, but you don't know until when, but still. So.
Yeah, exactly.
That did mark the end when the turbo hybrid era came, right?
And Red Bull really massively struggled in 2014. They had lots of reliability issues, and the relationship just went south pretty quickly.
I think he was ranting on so many things.
Yeah, it just went downhill.
Yeah, but then I think
Vettel wanted to follow his in this one.
Idol Schumacher to Ferrari. Yeah,
he had to go to Ferrari at least once, right?
Yeah,
baby Schumi.
It was his dream actually to go to Ferrari ever since he came to F1. So yeah, and he went in there.
But I really wished he got a championship during Ferrari basically.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That would have left a mark. Right?
Left a mark. Even people would have forgotten all the four, if you remember. That's something
Yeah.
But yeah, Vettel initially he started off quite well, but Hamilton started winning consistently and went off, and then 2016 again he started off decently, not that well. That season it was pretty much between Hamilton and Rosberg, and the two seasons where Ferrari and Vettel tried to put up a fight were 2017 and 18, but again in the second half of both the seasons they just started falling off, and Hamilton and Mercedes just started hitting bullseye race after race. So and 2019 Charles Leclerc came in, and Vettel got the treatment once Mark Webber had when he was at his peak. And in 2020, we all knew how horrible it was for Ferrari.
I think he won.
The crashes increased, right? He was getting, he was getting into a crash very often.
Pretty much,
Ferrari. So I think, was it due to loss of confidence or was it due to Leclerc coming in? We're not sure.
I guess it was a mix of everything.
It's a mix of everything,
Yeah, because he still had a lot of great moments in Ferrari, the Singapore GP, and he won quite a lot of little things. They were really good.
Did he by chance? I think he did win in Germany, right, with Ferrari, or did that never happen? I think he won, right? One race or something.
He won. I think he won and he did that duck celebration. I don't know where it was, but yeah.
I think he won. Yeah, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, correct. And also, in Ferrari, I think they were having a drought of not winning. I think he won in 2 years. Ferrari's first win in 2 years or something.
yeah.
In 2015.
They didn't win anything in 2013 and 14. It was basically 2013 it was Red Bull, 2014 it was Mercedes. So
yeah, since then it has been Mercedes. So
yeah, bro.
Hamilton's domination.
Hamilton's domination. Yeah.
Turbo hybrid era came in and Mercedes started dominating. It was they just owned that era completely.
Yeah, I think Nico Rosberg, his career also was destroyed by Hamilton, I feel. So
yeah,
because he would have had a good chance of winning, championships there, but he got one, but then
he couldn't sustain that fight because it became too much, I guess, to handle for him. So he was like, I've won one and I'm happy with my life, so I'm gonna go, because it's hard. Hamilton, to fight against Hamilton is very hard. As we were discussing, he's like a very cunning guy. He waits like a tiger or a lion. He waits and just targets his prey.
He along with Toto, right? These two are like the most deadly combination they can have. Yeah. Because Toto is a very good strategist. Okay, so he knows how to manipulate the other teams as well through radio.
Yeah, exactly.
So they are known for that. And right? Hamilton usually he used that he will cry, right? So this is not my tire is not proper. Some snags. So
suddenly he would be setting the fastest lap with the tire that's 30 laps old. So
yeah.
You never know. But Vettel, for me, the major disappointment with Ferrari was they I mean, both of them had their issues, but I feel like Ferrari couldn't completely tap into his potential throughout the 6-year journey together. I guess they always had some issue or the other, and towards the end it was basically Vettel who was deciding everything, all the strategies, tire strategy and everything. They would ask him to box and he would be like, fuck you, I'm not boxing, I'm just going, these tires are fine, we'll change. They would ask for hards and he would go for mediums. So it used to happen a lot towards the end of his reign.
Yeah, because I think he thought that they are not giving him the best strategy, or I don't know, they are not doing the best for him, right?
Yeah.
Because they're more the more focus they have put on Leclerc during those times, right? Because they saw the potential in him, and he's a young driver, so they know he will have that drive.
But he's
still right? Their car also was not up to the mark. The pace was not up to the mark. So
they did a lot of shit in 2018 with engine regulations, and they had to pay the price in 2020. But he still won. He still finished in the podium places in Turkey. Again, another wet race, and Vettel came alive in that race. So that was kind of nice. That was his last podium finish in Ferrari, and to mark that with a wet race was classic Vettel. Yeah.
His car control, his track knowledge, right? It's very good. Vettel, right? He's very good in those things. Car control also, if you see, he gets in a race, right? He goes off road and then somehow he does some 360. Somehow he comes back.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to stick on that point as well, even after moving to Aston Martin, I think he had the most number of overtakes, just to realign on the point that his knowledge of the tracks or all this.
Yeah.
But that car was horrible, so he had to start from the back of the line every time and overtake everyone.
No, but what we thought was, Aston Martin coming in, okay, they are having background on this car technology and everything. Plus, they had supported Red Bull as well. So thinking what we thought was they will come up with. Plus, you have the investment from Stroll, Lawrence Stroll.
Okay. We all thought they had this tag called Pink Mercedes in 2020. So we all thought that they would be going the same way.
Pink Mercedes, why? Because they got their car from the previous season, right?
Yeah, they bought the floor and everything. Yeah.
Correct.
So, yeah, it was quite unique. But yeah, his Aston Martin stint, I don't know, this season it felt more and more like he was like detached from the sport itself. Like, we could feel from
Yeah, you could
the
feel that.
radios.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was like more into his environmentalism and all the other stuff.
Yeah,
so.
you remember the news? He's running a hotel for insects or something. If you remember the news, something. Yes. He started. That's a crazy thing. But yeah, it's a different character. You can see his interviews, his flirtatious interviews that he gives. It's all on the.
Yeah, I don't remember in one of the races he has even tried racing on the pit lane before the entry. Okay, you still can race before you enter the the pit lane, pit entry. Okay.
And he overtook, right?
He overtook there. No, that was the best moment there. Yeah, I mean, no one has tried that.
He was in Ferrari that time. Yeah, I remember.
Ferrari, yes.
Ferrari. Yeah, he overtook if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's pretty much sums it up what Vettel is all about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's going to do after this. I mean, I believe he's going to work towards this green energy and all environmental stuff. But
I think there was a recent article, dude. They were calling him back to F1. I mean, to do some, something on this green stuff only, where he can, enhance the performance through some, some sustainable products, maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He was even seen picking all the trash after the Silverstone GP last summer.
Yeah. He acted as a marshal, right?
Yeah.
So even as a medical car also once. Like you remember one crash which involved Norris.
Oh,
right? Like it was a wet race. He stopped by and he was checking on him, right?
And his relationship with Mick Schumacher is also very cute. Like it's basically a very dad-son kind of relationship. Almost after every race, he asks, "Where did Mick finish? Where did Mick finish? Did Mick finish?" So, and the last 2 or 3 races, Mick has started asking the same. Okay, where even if his race doesn't go well and all, Mick is like, "Yeah, okay, where did Seb finish? Did he finish in the points?" So it's very cute that I mean, Michael was Seb's idol when he was growing up. So,
as they say, all good things have to come to an end. I don't mean this episode. I mean Sebastian Vettel's career.
Yeah, I still wish like from some corner, because I've always had a soft corner for Vettel. A, because he idolized Michael Schumacher so publicly. B, people were hating on him, so I kind of developed a soft corner towards him. So yeah, I would have really liked it if he had gone to a winning team and had something to do with it. But yeah, it's life. It's always a bit unfair. So it's okay. We'll still have those 4 championships and 50 plus wins to remember.
He has left a mark on the racetracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have some races to watch him, right? So it's going to be pretty intense. Let's see. The last race will be emotional for most of.
I think it will be a see-off for Vettel as well. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So
Hamilton is he's older than Vettel, I feel.
Yeah. Hamilton is older than Vettel, but he's that guy. I mean, I don't know. He's like, he has that drive somehow to
drive.
Like, as long as I can, I will be in the sport, right? He says that way. You see, in the last season, one of the interviews, he said, as long as I I can, I will be here. So
I think its mental power is like brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, from where, because he had a very tough childhood, and he had a tougher way into the sport because of all the obvious reasons. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll all remember all the records and the legend of the sport. So
yeah, definitely, because we all love Vettel. I mean, people used to hate him a lot, but I guess almost everyone. There is still a very minuscule percentile of people who don't like him, but everyone has warmed up to him because he's such a good guy on and off the field. So on and off the track, I'm sorry, but yeah, he's a very good guy, and F1 will miss him, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think he returns back as a Some
technical
race advisor
consultant
or
also.
something.
Yeah.
Technical consultant, IT terms again.
Yeah.
That's Debasish
Yeah.
for you coming right from his corporate
Yeah.
meetings. Okay, I hope
Yeah.
you guys would have enjoyed this episode. Not enjoyed, tried staying to listen to our almost close to 40 minutes of this podcast episode.
Yeah.
Do keep supporting us if possible. Yeah, I think it's time
Yeah,
to say.
and more F1 is going to come in, I think, in
Yeah,
the
exactly.
future.
So you can
Yeah.
almost hear the drive in Debash's voice when he said more F1 is going to come in because you're going
Yeah.
to talk more. You're going to hear more of Debash's
Please
with us.
keep listening to us and spread the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So, yeah, thank you all.
Yeah. Bye.
Well, mate, if you don't know what to say, there's only one thing to say.
Will be the first time I will be crying. Thank you.
Let's not forget, you are the youngest world champion in Formula One history. You're allowed to cry, mate. You are allowed.